Well, I got drafted 93 by LA. And the story is, I think it was like a 10th round. I don't think there's a 10th round anymore, but it was the last round anyways. So I knew that time that it's a different game. Guys are 6'3", heavy, hard, a lot of fighting. I'm not that tall. I can skate, but, they didn't give me a chance. So I remember I went to LA like 95 training camp. And the coach was Larry Robinson, the famous defenseman. So I thought I had a good training camp, like 2 weeks. And I was meant to go Finland anyways, but I was there just to do the training camp. And after the training camp, I met with Larry. And Larry goes to me and said, I don't think you have a chance. You're too small, NHL. I don't think you have. You will get hurt. You will get concussed all the time. I don't think you have a chance. So, okay, well, I thought I had a pretty good training camp, but what are you going to do? So I went back to Finland. I was like, okay, I'm going to focus on my career in Europe. There's some good teams. I'm going to make good living in Europe. And then 97, I was in 97 in World Championships in somewhere in Switzerland. And David Boyle, the GM of Nashville Predators, came up to me and said, NHL is moving to the direction where, the tall guys are not that popular anymore. It's going to be more pace, more energy, more skating. So I think I will give you a chance to play. So it's up to you if you're going to use that chance, but I'm going to give you a chance to play. And 98, I signed with them, and then they sent me down to the minors 98. But the story is, which is with Larry. So it was 2001. I think he was a coach. He was coaching New Jersey Devils. Or 2, I can't remember the year, but we played with Nashville against Devils. And after the game, I remember, showering up, putting my suit on, going to the bus. So Larry was behind the corner waiting for me. And he pulled me aside and said, I have to say, I'm really, really sorry. Wow. I made a total mistake. You're going to have a great career. Congrats.
Awesome.
Keep it going.
So that's amazing.
Wow, that's ballsy. That's honesty.
And that's Larry. That's Larry Robinson too.
He waited for me to say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong."
Yeah,
hey,
that's a cool story about it.
That's amazing.
That's Larry Robinson too. I mean, I've never heard a bad word about that man either. By the way, I don't know him, but I've heard a lot of good things about him.
He probably apologized to the organization too for making that suggestion, right? I mean, you didn't get a draft pick.
But then there was an expansion draft, I think 98, and then my rights, and I think Jan Vopat. I don't know if you guys remember that player.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We our rights got moved to the Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I signed with the Nashville. 98. Yeah, I remember that year. I was actually happened to be a captain there first time, and I remember that time we had a super good team.
Yeah.
We have Ryan Suter, we have Weber, me, Sidlitsky. We have really good defensemen there, good forwards. Harchi was there, Paul Correa, Steve Sullivan,
that's right.
Jason Arnott.
Oh yeah.
Then
I forgot.
Remember deadline. Barry Trotz was the coach. He calls me and said, "Hey, great news. We just got Peter Forsberg." I said, "Oh, that's great news."
Yeah, that is good news.
Then Peter got in there, and the first moment I met him a couple of times in like Olympics and stuff, but his ankle was kind of fucked up. It's kind of weird how I explain it, how it worked, but he played a few games, hurt a couple games. He was hurt that time. Too bad, but
games. But the culture changed. Like you came in and Hartsey, it was awesome. What were your first initial feelings coming to Philly?
Well, I remember, I think it was 2007 summer, and it was June. I was in Finland, and Hartsey called me and said, "Have you heard?" I said, "What?" He said, I think we're going to get the trade from Nashville to Flyers. I said, "Well, let me call my agent and see what's going on here." And we have 1 week or 10 days to sign with the Flyers, or then I would be a free agent. Yeah, I think it was like the last 10 days of June, and July 1st I would be a free agent.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys had the worst year ever the year before.
It was 40th season of the team. It was the worst ever.
And I had a really good year in Nashville with my last year, and I was like, it's been a struggle with Nashville. You know, it took us 5 years from expansion team to get to the playoffs, and I'm getting to age of 30. So I need to really think about what's my next move because I really want to win. And I talked to Paul Holmgren a few times, and actually Mr. Ed Snyder called me once, said, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to spend every penny I have, what I can, to make sure the Flyers are a good team again. And then Hartsey signed, and then he called me right away after he signed, said, no, you have to sign. I told Hartsey right away, I said, I don't think I'm going to sign there. I was joking around. I knew I would sign with the Flyers and said, come on, man.
Oh, you must have been disappointed.
You can't leave roommate hanging here. So I signed it. And then, obviously coming here, knowing all the fans and the history of Flyers, but overall Philly, like sports town, baseball, football, basketball. So I knew I'm coming to the sports town. But it was Mr. Snyder's words said, I'm going to do everything what I can to make sure we don't have the year before, you guys had. So, and then I kept seeing guys are getting signed. And I was like, well, he said it.
Yeah.
He that man, that's all he wanted. Was,
that's the truth.
He was awesome. He was awesome.
And I remember the words he said, I'm going to spend every penny I can, because I can't remember that was the salary cap, maybe that time already or not. I can't remember, but
I think it
was then.
Yeah. He was ready to spend everything.
Yeah.
To get a win.
Yeah. That must be meaningful.
What a man.
Yeah, exactly. Meaningful coming from him and probably made your decision a little bit easier hearing something like that. The confidence, right?
From the owner, 100%.
Yeah, because not too many owners would probably be that honest in front to say something like that.
Not sure how many owners will call, players.
Well, that's true.
Great, and say, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is our plan, and I'm going to spend everything I have.